Hi guys, it's your girl Nikki B. Being a plus size woman, of course you're not the ideal standard of beauty. And when I think of ideal standard of beauty, I think of 2 middle fingers, honestly, because that shit is played out. And I wanted to show bigger plus size gals that you can be confident, you can be sexy, and the only person that you need to worry about is yourself. And as far as other people's thoughts and opinions, you can take that shit to the trash. I wanted to provide you guys a platform, a community of other plus size women who know all they've known is modesty, and they have been very shy to expressing themselves and being more confident and showing more skin. I used to be one of those girls.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Feature Friday. My name is Eli Morningstar, and today we have Notoriously Nikki. So how are you today? How are you? What's up? What's good?
Hi, I'm very fine. It's kind of warm and humid in Chicago. I'm not used to that no more, but I'm doing good, thank you.
No problem. What's your origin story?
So I'm born and raised on the Southside Chicago in the hundreds. I went to Columbia, Chicago, and I graduated 2015, so I'm still class of 2015. And then 2 years later, I think, 2-3 years later, that's when I made my move to LA.
If you could have a superpower or a special ability, what would it be?
That's hard. I would say invisibility, because I could kind of go where I want and, not have people talk to me and, not have people in my face, be invisible, under the radar, something that I like or whatever, even though my personality kind of contradicts that. I would have said time travel, but you can't go back in time and change something, and then it's a butterfly effect. Sure. So I'll just say invisibility, so I can kind of go where I need to be without people noticing.
Oh, okay. So there's a butterfly effect, but what if there's also the multi-theory effect though?
Oh. So
would you still do it then?
No, because then I have to figure out which person of me in the multi-line dimension is gonna be the better off, or which one's gonna be the worst off. And time, space continuum, and the levels and the waves of the universe is so complicated. I can't. Oh my god!
It's there's already a multiple timelines. Everything you do creates a timeline. This creates a timeline. This creates a timeline. This creates a timeline. So it's if you could, what if you could create a bad timeline? There's probably already a bad timeline.
I wouldn't blame my bad timeline self for pulling a Blade Runner and coming back and trying to end me or whatever, because I'm a little selfish in that aspect. Because I'm like, dang, the timeline that I really want, I need that one to go well. So I'm kind of okay with sacrificing the other Nickies. And that's messed up. That's messed up. I'm sorry. Other timeline dimension Nickies. I'm sorry. I'm working on my selfishness, please.
Who is your fictional mentor and why?
I would have to say Rose from the Golden Girls.
Really?
Yes. She's played by Betty White, which I really love Betty White. But Rose Nyland is someone that's very silly, carefree, but she's also very loving, very nurturing. She kind of stands on her own toes or whatever, even though in Golden Girl she's very dumb sometimes. But I like it. She's not afraid to be as silly as she wants to be, as stoic as she needs to be, and things like that. And she's a great supportive friend and a beautiful little old woman. I think it's so adorable. So I would have to say Rose Nyland.
Okay, cool.
I love Viola Davis for all of her methods, all of her skills, all of the work that she has put out into the industry. Yeah. Even if it's not as recognized as it should be, Viola Davis shows up each and every time. Baby, that's skill. There is no one that I feel works, harder, especially, as a dark-skinned black woman in the industry. Viola Davis needs all of her flowers, and I wish I could be the one to give them to her.
What main character / protagonist do you relate to the most?
I kind of relate to Khadijah from Living Single. She is someone that it is really me. I'm not too much of you know, a girly girl stereotype. You know, I'm really about my business. I'm, you know, really career focused and things like that. And she has a great work-life balance in a sense, not only just with her friends, but with her love life and things like that. And she's just a very successful person on living single. And I'm like, yeah, I need to, yeah, that's who I see myself with. Like, she's able to kind of have it all. Good work life, you know, good relationship, and has a steady set of friends. And yeah, I see myself kind of like that.
Okay, cool.
So as I decided to move to LA, to become, you know, this cliche actress and things like that, maybe a little later in last year, I was like, okay, well, I need multiple streams of income, and, you know, I want to branch out. I want to make sure that I'm seen, not just trying to do acting, but other things that I can, like, you know, raise my own platform on. And so I took the heat of, like, my best friend, and I started my own YouTube channel. And at first I was kind of hesitant because I'm like, who would want to listen to me? I was like, you know, I'm raunchy, I'm, you know, assertive, and, you know, that's not really what takes too well in a lot of, like, social media content in the YouTube world and things like that. And so I was kind of, like, hesitant to do it, but I was like, okay, well, I think I'm pretty entertaining, and I think my friends think I'm entertaining. So I was like, if I don't have nobody on my subscriber list but them, at least I have them, and then at least I can say that I put my best foot forward, because I also wanted to create content for plus size Black women to be more confident, to be more accepting and loving of themselves, despite what society and social media may have told them. And so I thought that was just a great way for me to advocate for that community as well as on my Instagram. So I started my YouTube in February 21st of this year, and it's going pretty good. I'm getting consistent with uploading videos. I am building up, you know, a following. I'm almost at 100 subscribers, and I'm very happy about that, because I didn't think I was, you know, I didn't think people was gonna look at your girl, and now they're looking at your girl. So it's very, very fun. I have gotten a lot of comments from other, like, plus size women, not just Black women, but women of color, like, oh, you helped me. I really like your reviews for clothing and shoes. You know, you're very comfortable. You know, I like watching it. And I'm just, like, sitting back thinking, I was like, oh, I didn't even think this was a thing. Like, I didn't think people were really gonna, like, watch my stuff. And I get all this, like, positive feedback from people, and I'm, like, very appreciative that I even started my YouTube. So I'm very grateful that I took the leap to start it, because fear keeps you out of a lot of stuff.
It does.
You know, and I don't like doing that, especially, like, as far as acting, as far as anything. Like, I'm like, hell, if I can say I put my best foot forward and really tried, I put the footwork in, you know, I can't be mad at myself if I don't do that well, because at least I tried my best. I try to put out real, like, good stuff in the world so I can receive it as well, because it's too many people out here on social media, just out in the world, that are just miserable. And they want you to be just as miserable as them, and I can't take that. Like, if anything, and I'll say it time and time again, I am a happy hater. You know, I love seeing other people do good, and it's like, dang, I can't wait to do good. But it's not like, oh, I want you to do bad. It's like, I'm so happy that you're doing well. I want to do just as well. I want to have that same feeling. I want to support you because I'm proud of you. I don't even have to know you, but you're doing so well, and it makes my heart feel good.
That's beautiful. I love that. I love that. See, I'm vibing with you. We here. We here. What fictional character do you think will make the best president?
Ooh, fictional best president. I gotta think of all the fictional characters. See, the fictional characters I know are, like, raunchy cartoons, and so let me see. This is gonna sound very weird, but I'm gonna say Stewie Griffin. Because Stewie is, you know, Stewie is crazy as hell, but he is morally right at the same time. Like, he knows, like, just like how he calls Brian on his shit and all this other stuff. I feel like Stewie Griffin will have that middle ground of, okay, smarts, intellect, doing what needs to be done to get the job done, but also a little bit of empathy, maybe a little bit of, you know, morality and things like that, because he is a bad baby. He's just a bad baby towards his mama and stuff like that. So I mean, you know, he be trying to save the world and save his friends and save the dog and, you know, blah blah blah. So I'm like, honestly, you know, if I had to pick someone, I think Stewie Gifford maybe can change the world around just a smidge. Some people say all publicity is good publicity, or even bad publicity is good publicity, and that shit's not true. Like,
thank you.
I don't never, like, even though I want to be an actress, I don't want to be famous. Like, I don't want people stalking my house and wanting to know my opinions. I ain't shit. Don't worry about what I gotta say. Worry about influential leaders, like political leaders, people who have done the groundwork and all this other stuff. Not me, because I got a lot of money and you like the stuff that I do or whatever.
What's your next art? Goals, upcoming projects you want to talk about?
Ooh, okay. So you know, I'll still, even through this COVID stuff, I've been doing auditions, even, you know, stay at home and self-tape auditions. But I have a commercial that came out earlier this year for Aviation Gin.
Really?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. If you type in Aviation Gin, I think I'm like the third or fourth. I'm the thumbnail of the commercial, so I thought that shit was dope. So you'll see my face. So I thought that was really cool. I was very excited about that. I am working on a couple of stuff.
Below.
Right, all the links, you know, check me out or whatever. So I'm working on a couple of things. I am trying to, again, build up my YouTube community. So, you know, please subscribe to me. And then I'm also getting into some modeling, either later this year or next year. I'm just, you know, trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I'm working on. So stay tuned, either through my YouTube or my Instagram, on my, you know, becoming a model journey, or becoming, you know, a YouTuber, things like that. You know, stick with me through this journey, y'all.
Okay, cool.
Thank you for having me. I had a good time.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Wipe that little bastard. Alrighty then, this has been Imani Williams, aka Eli Morningstar, and
Nikki B, notoriously Nikki. Check me out.
Alright, follow Next Art, follow Nikki. We're gonna leave some links to all of her channels and vids and all our whatchamacallits down below. Alright, thank you for joining us. Have a good one. Stay safe. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.
Peace.